software, I think the way we think about it, it's the product that powers and automates, pretty much everything you see in your day-to-day life. I mean, literally touches pretty much everything you can think of in the world today. It's pretty ubiquitous. So the largest, hotel company in the world doesn't own a hotel. It's Airbnb. It's, kind of a software company at its core. The largest taxi company in the world doesn't own a single taxi. It's Uber, right? And so you can keep going and go through all the different, industry subsegments and verticals, and ultimately underneath it, software is some way, shaping or changing, those industries. I think in addition to it just being everywhere and ubiquitous, I think the other thing I believe is that it's just the best business model I've ever seen out there. And specifically, it's an IP-based business model, right? You can literally build a piece of software, replicate it almost infinitely, and it doesn't really cost you anything more. It's not a widget that you have to go out and manufacture and pay for all the cost of goods sold and all these other types of things. It's IP, right? It's software code at its core. And ultimately, that allows you to grow and scale this business, sell it on a license model on a subscription basis. So for somebody to keep using it, they have to keep paying for the subscription, right? An analogy would be like Netflix. Like you like Netflix, but if you don't keep paying your Netflix subscription, it stops. Well, the same thing happens in the business to business space. We license our software to the end business that's using it on a subscription basis, and they have to keep paying it each year, every year. Otherwise, the software just shuts off, right? And like I said before, it just gets ingrained in their systems and processes and just the way people go about using it from their day to day. And then it collects all this data, and that history of that data with that company and them automating their operations, that creates a very, very sticky, mission critical, business critical piece of software that people will just keep paying, almost regardless of the price, because the return on investment from software is massive.